as more Latinx content creators, as more POC content creators are coming out, which I'm very blessed because, I mean, if I had the people who are out right now when I was 12, when I was 8 years old, I'd be so happy knowing that I somewhere in this world I belonged, or validation at least, you know. My story is a story from an immigrant family. I'm first generation. My story comes from my grandpa who immigrated from Michoacan to Mexico City when he was 15 with his family. My story is a story of my mom who immigrated from Mexico City to Denver when she was 20. That's my story, and what I hope I'm bringing to the table is to make my family proud and to just once again prove that my story is one out of many, because thankfully we come from such a diverse, rich history that is not represented as much, and I never saw it growing up. So the fact that I wrote was essentially out of a dire need of representation. So what I hope I'm honestly bringing to the table is the same goal from season 1, is that I hope someone sees this and they say to themselves, I would like to do that too.
I think one of the biggest things that we're doing with this story, Functional Season 2, is talking about queer people, Latinx people, what it means to be both, and where you're at in the community, and also introducing the aspect of mental health, because those are 3 things that people are starting to write stories about, have kind of been progressing to write stories about, but it's not often that you see all 3 aspects contained in one story. So I think it's incredible that we're able to be honest and open and real and raw about all of those subjects, and really just show at the end of the day that this is a story about people.
This is interesting because I think viewers will take different things out of this entire season. I think there's enough characters that people will be able to find something to grasp that they can relate to. Some people will gravitate to just the production itself and how things were shot and how they were made, and so I'm looking forward to people finding that and seeing what people comment on. So I don't want to give anyone any ideas. So I'm curious to see what the audience comes up with.
Functional is an example of how today's media should be. I believe representation, when it comes especially to the Latinx community, it gives it authenticity and it being resonating to the Latinx community, and knowing that their stories are being told, not only seeing them, not only hearing them, but actually having people who are living in that community writing them, acting in them, filming them, and knowing that it isn't being almost kind of put in a sold out position, but it's actually coming from a genuine and authentic place.
Well, I mean, I think it's probably one of the platforms, right, that we need for the community in both the LGBTQ community. Did I say that right? Please tell me I said that right. And the Latin community, because it's important. It's important to, it's just a beautiful thing to embrace and to have more representation. We don't see enough of it. And to me, I mean, in short, love is love. Let's just love.
I am Corey Xenis. I am a director for season 2 of Functional, and I am so excited for you to see what we've created for you. Check it out starting December 10th.